Hi, and thanks for tuning in to this video today. I wanted to bring you up to speed on a few items that are kind of out there for you to be aware of. As most of you know, we've been working for well over a year on the preparation and planning to start a preschool, an early childhood education center, if you will. Want to let you know the name of our preschool, our ECE, is Blessed Beginnings of Oro Valley. And we've also hired our director. So we're all very excited to introduce to you Callie Baker. And she started in the office this past Monday. He has hit the ground running and is doing, just in the first few days, doing a tremendous job. And we're excited to have her and to welcome her and her family to the church family. And so Callie has some wonderful experience locally with early childhood education. So be in prayer for her and her families as they're making this transition, and be in prayer for the whole process that lies ahead. There's a lot of work for her to do, and we're excited about the road ahead here over the next number of months as we prepare to open the preschool starting in January of 2020. Another thing to let you know about is in the previous video I sent out, I mentioned and invited you to be a part of the trip to Israel coming up in February of 2020. Kim and I are hosting this trip, and we would love for as many of you as possible to join us. I guarantee you will never regret doing this trip. It is a tremendous trip to see the places where Jesus walked, where he taught. The things we read about in Scripture will become alive as you will have walked there and seen that area, driven down the road in that town, and things like that. We're going to have an informational meeting this Sunday at 4 p.m. in rooms 1 and 2. We've been receiving a lot of questions from people in regard to the trip, so we're going to have this informational meeting this Sunday, 4 p.m., rooms 1 and 2. So would love for you to come out, get some questions answered, and would love for you to join us on this great, maybe a bucket list or once-in-a-lifetime trip. So that's this coming Sunday at 4. The next thing I just want to say is a huge, huge, huge thank you. You guys were awesome this past Sunday. As I shared about poverty and God's heart for the poor, and I presented to you a couple of applications, a couple of ways to put your love into action, right? And Gospel Rescue Mission was one of those things, and the new Center of Opportunity. Thank you for your interest there, and for the Compassion Kids. We had 24 packets, 24 kids, and you guys took and sponsored 23 of the 24. That is amazing, and I want to thank you so much, because you're going to make a difference in those kids' lives, in their families' lives, and in the future. Not only in this life, but as I said Sunday, especially for eternity. So thank you. Please make sure you follow up with whether registering online or whatever you might need to do, if you still have some loose ends there to follow up with. So make sure you please do that so that kid can become sponsored by you and begin to receive those great, great blessings. Lastly, we have our child dedication. Just a quick reminder, our child dedication coming up. It'll be on Father's Day, June 16th, but this Sunday will be the deadline for letting us know, so we can kind of arrange all the details there. So make sure you let us know by this Sunday about child dedication. And if you can be in prayer for this Sunday morning, this coming Sunday. Baptism is a great celebration Sunday for us, but be in prayer as I work through the preparation of the sermon as we cover the topic of racism. It's a challenging topic, one obviously with a lot of difficulty in our culture, but we want to focus on the truth of Scripture, the glory of Christ, the transformation that Christ brings into our life. So just be in prayer that this Sunday would be just a glorious, honoring Sunday to God, to Christ and his work in our life and in and through our church, that we would be a great representation of Christ and how we're called to be one, to be unified in him. So if you could just pray for me, that would be much, much appreciated. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video, and look forward to seeing you on Sunday. See you then. Bye-bye.